Peace and blessings, family. Akashic Nation. It has been a minute. Your boy has been in the cocoon for a little bit. Been going through some my own individual transformations. My birthday is coming up this week. I'm heading into the 30th timeline, so I'm excited to see how things unfold in this time right now. But it's time that we talk about some things that is very, very significant right now collectively. And I want to talk deeply to man, but I also want to talk to everyone who is here too, because this is very important and this is very deep of the information that's about to come through. The information that's going to be coming through, I'm going to talk about things that nobody wants to talk about, but we need to talk about, because if we're going to grow and we don't talk about them, how do we ascend as the human species? So let's get into it. So as you guys see on the title, you see that its sacral energy is not what you think. Ancient secrets before the Zodiac resets. Right now, we in Pisces season. Today is a day that is very, very significant, because right now, within the last few days, a lot of us been going through a lot of things in our sacral chakras. And the sacral chakra is deeply connected to so many things that I have to talk about this publicly, so we can all think, we can all move into a different level of how we move into this reality. So with that being said, something that I see very significant in this world that we're going through, we're seeing all this stuff with the child sex trafficking and the sexual energy. But I was dissecting this on my own, and I was seeing how in this world, do we have education on sex? And I want you guys to comment down below. Do we get real deal education on sex? I don't think we do. We get a little things we get in middle school, but it's very surface area, and it's only talking about STDs. It's not talking about poses. It's not talking about the connections to the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's not showing you anything. It's not even showing you the sacredness of it. We barely even know what sex is, if you ask me, as a human species. Sex is sacred energy exchange. But where is the sacredness? We don't talk about this with our mothers and our fathers. They usually don't teach us. So what you think what happens? Some of us go to our babysitter. Some of us have access to websites, corn. And what happened? Some of us who went to our babysitter's house, some of us who went to where we just had all these young kids around with no parental guidance. So what you think would happen? Some of us is playing house. Someone said, no, notification is loud. Thank you for letting me know this. This is something that I've been seeing that is very annoying. So give me 1 second as I figure this out. Can you guys really stop this? You guys give me 1 second, because we about to get deep into this, but I need to figure this out. So you guys just give me 2 minutes. Yeah, that's really annoying. I can tell how that could be annoying. Oh, okay, open. System settings. Okay. This. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. Just give me 1 second. This is about to get good. The settings, Bluetooth. I don't think it is. No, this is not Bluetooth settings. I don't see notifications. Notification shows turned off. This is very. Okay, let's see if that works now. I think that should be good now. Nope, did not work. Okay, this is very annoying. And I don't know why they put these on these things. Notification. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, let's turn this off. You cannot turn it off, I don't see. Damn. Sound. Let's do that. And then is here. So the alert volume should be gone. And we should be here. Okay, I think they should hear me on YouTube now. Okay, can you guys hear me now on YouTube? This is crazy. You guys should be able to hear me now. I'm okay. You good? I'm good. Okay. Instagram, YouTube. Let's get back to it. Get your notes, get your popcorn ready, because we about to get into it. So, like I was saying, we was talking about how sex is sacred energy exchange. This is the highest form of energy. Someone said you can't see me? What is going on? You guys can't see me? Okay, let's try. Boom. Can you guys see me now? I can see you. I can see you. Okay, let's get into it. We don't want to waste no more time. We don't want to waste no more time. All right. Like I was saying, sex is sacred energy exchange. And a lot of us learn these things from being curious of corn, being curious of things that has happened in being at our babysitter house, and all these types of things happen without no parental guidance. We barely even get an energy from our moms and our dads of teaching us because they was never taught. So is it a book that we got in school or from our family of how to move in a sacredness of sexual energy? No. And with man, because I have been a man who done sexual transmutation of holding your semen in. After you do that for so long, do you know what happens? You kind of go crazy. So if you are a young boy that's going through puberty and you got all these urges and you don't know what to do, you don't know how to move with them, you don't have no one guiding you, what you think you gonna do? Sneaky things, secret things. And we're doing things nobody knows. Terrence Howard, he talked about something on an interview and it really opened my perspective. It's one of his most recent interviews. He was on this podcast and he was talking about from 4 years old all the way to 13. Every single day, he was having sex with the neighborhood. Every single day from 4 years old to 13 years old. He said he had sex with over 100 young girls. Let that sink in. He said, and it was told that it was normal. It was normal. So a lot of our first sexual interactions is at our babysitter house, our home with some of our cousins, our sisters, our brothers. So it shows us, it has been a distortion with sexual energy. And all these people who have done these things, it's shame, it's guilt, it's unprocessed things. Because some of our family and homes, we could never express what happened. Some of these things wasn't even consent. Some of these things that happen is from us watching corn. Then we're seeing what's happening. We're becoming curious and things are happening to our body. And then we grow up and we don't have no teachings. Then we grow up into our 20s. We don't really know what to do with it. We don't really know what to do with it. We don't really know how to move with it. And what you think starts to happen after that? Especially if you did not have a sacredness of connection and closeness with your family. It's just happening. Dark thing could be happening. And then what is other things that is happening from these things that we really don't talk about, that we need to talk about now? The athletes, the actors, the actress, the influencers, the people that influence the world, the musicians. They have a high sexual energy. Let's get into it. Some of you guys heard me talk about this book a lot. And this book is very, very important because Napoleon Hill was a man helping us to understand human behavior from case studies from man. And what he has talked about with these men that he done case studies on, he talked about sexual transmutation. And he talks about the highly sexed man or women always had the highest money. And it's also a thing called mystery schools. It's also a thing called harnessing energy. And people who are very, very successful, like a Michael Jackson, a Prince, Martin Lawrence, or Will Smith, these types of people, Whitney Houston, they have a lot of Kundalini energy. You got the award show, you got the Super Bowl, you got the NBA finals, you got the playoffs. You have these energies of these people using their creativity, which is your sexual energy. And they're making money off it. They're pulling on your energy because you're paying attention to the game. You're paying attention to the awards. You're paying attention to the distractions. So what does this do to a human species? It makes it that we want to be like that. We want to be like Michael Jackson. We want to be like Michael Jordan. We want to be these people. We want to be in music because we're seeing this is how you make all this money. But what if I open up the question with everyone that is here, that's on YouTube and on Instagram? Don't you think people are making too much money from being a musician and from acting and from all the stuff they doing? Because it's not really healthy for us to even be famous. Are you guys following what I'm putting down? We're not supposed to be famous. That's not healthy for our species. So when it comes to all this sexual distortion, also all these people who got all this energy and how they pulling on people's energy, harnessing on people's energy. This has created a system, a world of distortion of creativity. Distortion when it comes to the feminine, because it's a sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. What is 2 in numerology? It is feminine, right? It's feminine. So if you are a man and you never learn how to have a good relationship from the feminine, and you seen men around you cheat on women, use women, look at them as sexual objects, and this is what you've seen, what do you think you grow up to be? And this is the patriarchal system. And let's not have a lot of money. Because when you got more money, all your sexual fantasies, all the sexual things you want to do, you can do it a lot more. And you got the full freedom. You guys get what I'm putting down? If you guys are seeing what I'm saying, put a 55 in the chat. Put a 55 in the chat. If you guys are getting what I'm saying, because we got to talk about these things. We have women upset at man. We got women collectively mad at the collective of man because man has not made women safe. Man did not know how to move when this highest frequency when it comes to Kundalini. They doing what they have seen. They're doing things because they were told it was cool. And I got to be a man that speak about this shit deeply. It was cool to cheat on women, especially when you are an athlete. It's cool to get with a lot of women. It's cool. It's a vibe. And if you're not doing it, you're looked at as something's wrong with you. So let's say you are a young man that's black and you got a father wound and you're trying to see your colleagues, you're trying to see your teammates, and you're just trying to connect. You just want to be you want to feel that you are with people and you're not alone. You want to be accepted. So what you think you're going to do? Majority of the time, do those things. Then when you got another level of money, what you think they doing? How you think they moving? Because you think they learn the highest essence of sexual energy? Yes, in those masonry schools, and how to do dark psychology, how to do hypnosis. So why you think they got certain music that puts you in a hypnosis? Why you think they had all those sexual energies that put you in a trance state? And then with certain lyrics that it made you to do these things to control the masses. So they've been using music, athletics, entertainment to harness off your chi. And when you listen to that music, when you watch that movie and it says 3, 2, 1, snap, you are in hypnosis. You don't have to know. You already allowed it. When the music come on, why you think at the beginning of the movie, they always have music? Are we talking about it today? We're talking about it today. And it's like, it's a theme. It's the norm of man cheating. It's a norm of when women feeling like they are sexual symbols. But there's also in the porn industry, the corn energy. They get paid more than the man. They're worshipped. This is all connected to angelics. This is all connected to the Mayans, the Lemurian timelines, the Atlantean timelines. When human was not harnessing, worshiping gods, which they wasn't God, they just was fifth dimensional beings. This has been the collective war on sexual energy. It's been the collective war with gender. Because when we see each other as just sexual objects, do we have real intimacy? Do we know how to be really present? This is all important because Pisces is the end of the zodiac. So this is all why a lot of us has been emotional. This is why all of us has been processing all these things with the Jeffrey Epstein, the child sex trafficking. Why you even think they're doing things to the children? Because they got the purest energy. It's all intentional. It's all strategic. Some of us don't even know what Tantra is. And some of us don't even understand that Tantra is not connected to physical things. It's a way of being. Tantra is a way of being. This is what the Elohims. These were the giant beings, the Lemurians, the Atlanteans, and also the Anunnakis. And they was harnessing off or worshiping their energy because they had such a high Kundalini energy. And with those types of things, people could travel, people could have out-of-body experiences, people can go to different spaces and different times and bring back information. That was the higher state of Kundalini. It was different poses, different songs, different mantras, different things of how we used to do things in the ancient times. This is the symbolism of the Ankh, which is the phallus and the womb. The phallus is the pen. It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. And mushrooms have intelligence. The womb world, the quantum world, the metaverse, the star gate. Why do you think a man always want to go back into his mother's womb? If you are a man that ever took plant medicine, or if you're a woman that went and took plant medicine, why do you think they go back into the womb? Or you went to a deep guided trance meditation, why do you think they go back into the womb? Because that's the highest creation. It's the highest creation. But when you know how to practice it and move in the highest energy with it, what do you activate? Divine alchemy, divine mathematics, divine manifestations. But if you've been using it just to release from corn, just to move from lower three chakras, fantasizing on things, shame of what you like, in the closet things, this is why we have so many people in the closet. Because a lot of the things we learn through Kundalini, sexual energy, has been in the closet. And some of us like that energy. And we don't know if the energy is good or bad. So you got a person like Terrence Howard who had sex with 100 young girls by 13, that he said by 30, he knew how to manipulate. Pisces man, Pisces season, not a coincidence. He knew how to manipulate to get what he wanted. So if that was a man who was also integrity, he wasn't doing child sex trafficking. Imagine man with a lot of money and got all these fantasies. And sexual energy is the hardest thing to overcome. Hardest thing to have discipline over. So if you don't have discipline over it, it's like an anger. It's like an entity that can come over you. That's that Luciferian energy where they do worshiping, harnessing off people's energy. That is the award show. That's why they have so many people. That's the gladiators. The gladiators got all this powerful energy, but they're watching them to kill themselves, which is the same energy of this time right now. Athletics, musicians, we all have these different things that we go through that gives us great tools, give us great things that we need to know and how we need to move. But we're almost being a slave to our own energy that God given us for free, for money that was man-made. And it's not even real. God gave us everything that was so divine, so magical for free. Our brain, our voice, our singing, our rapping, our dancing, our athletic abilities. And you see how it's just harness it for money, almost like slavery. What do you think? If you guys are vibing, aligning to what I'm saying, put 1-1 in the chat if this is resonating. If we're going to grow as a species, if we're going to be able to elevate as a species. We have to have hard conversations. We have to dissect our highest energy, which is our chi. Can you receive? This is going to tell you if your chakra is blocked. Can you receive? And when I say receive, can you receive a compliment? Can you receive a lot of abundance, a lot of material money? Can you check your bank account? Do you know how to budget? What is your relationship with your feminine energy beyond your gender? What is your perception? What do you think it is? What is your relationship with sex? Do you have a fear of intimacy? All right, if you're a man, do you like man? Or do you like both? But you don't want to tell nobody. If you are a woman, you like man and women. Are you a person who's monogamy, but you curious about some other things? If anything that I just said did something to your body, it's some resonance that needs to be dissected. Because we on the 16th, March 21st is when the spring equinox is here, where we're going to be at the full Zodiac reset. Aries rules Mars. Mars rules sexual energy. So it's not a coincidence that we're talking about this. We have to. Because if you have not really learned or dissect your circuit, your sacral circuit, it has power over you, my friends. We are all leaders. But before you know how to lead, you got to know how to follow. And we have to see that it's a very significant thing going on with our sacral chakras. So the people who like to meditate, for the people who like to tap in, can you pull from your sacral? Can you pull from your root? Because this is all tied to your money. Root is connected to money. Root is connected to survival. It's connected to your safety. Sacral is connected to your feelings, how you feel. Can you express how you feel? Do you have a good relationship with what you feel? Even the dark things of what you feel. Can you talk about it where your body don't tremble or your body don't shake or you don't have this energy of, oh my God, I feel like I'm being judged? We have to see these things. If you want to go into the another tier, the next octave of your living, you got to see what's up with your root. You got to see what's up with your sacral. It's time, especially if you are a man at this time. We don't have enough spaces of us talking about conversations sexually in a healthy way. We need these things. We have men that don't even know how to please women. You got women lying to men saying they feel pleased from their man and they're not. You got men that don't have enough blood flow because from the food they eat. They don't understand the power of zinc. They don't understand the power of beet juice. They don't understand the power of sea moss. They don't understand the power of hydration. They don't understand the power of squatting to build testosterone. If you are a man and you do not work out enough consistently, you have more estrogen than testosterone. And if you keep being that, you're going to be a man that don't have blood flow. And if you don't have blood flow, this is when you start to question who you are as a man. Because biologically, we all should be having hard erections. Everybody that's here, we are grown adults. This is something that needs to come out too. Some of us are too immature. If you cannot talk about sacred energy exchange and not get aroused, or let's say you do and you act on it, this is something that you need to see. Because soon when someone gets naked, we look at it as porn, and it just should be our nature of seeing things in nakedness. In Africa, they just have people naked. In Europe, they have naked nude beaches. But here in America, it's always so sexualized. You know why? The lack of education and too much curiosity. So what you think that does? You got people acting out on curiosities and not knowing what is good, what is bad, what we should not do, and what should we do. And we have to change these things. The more one person change, another person will change, then another person will change, and then another person will change. But you have to take accountability of self, not other people. We got to see all these things of what's happening, have accountability of our own individual sexual energy of what we're going through. Someone said I'm muted. You guys can't hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Want to just make sure. Someone said yes. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Yes? Okay. So we have to talk about these things because these things are very important. We all have to move to a different level of a divine femininity. We are at Pisces, which is a feminine zodiac. We're about to go into Aries, which is a masculine zodiac. So you got to see what's up with your relationship and what you feel with your emotions. The time is now. No longer allow this shame to be in your body and to overrule you. Sometimes you have to act and go into curiosities so you can learn. So I want to have everybody that's here understand your relationship with sex. Understand your darkness with it. Understand what you do like. If you are a person that have a partner, how can I go deeper? How can I be more present? How can I make this into a way that's just a ritual for us? We get into a different level of connection than not just releasing, becoming more in unity. This is why someone said, what would you at? Ooh, that's a big one. Ooh, that's a big one. What would you say at down low men abusing women to help them shift? To the down low man that's in the closet that's abusing women, you need to get out your ego. Nobody not accepting you. You need to accept you. You need to accept you. Let's talk about it. I'm talking to the down low man. If you like man, nobody mad at you, B. Go do you. And if people are mad at you, B, that ain't got nothing to do with them. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't need to know. You need to accept you. If this is what you like, this is what you want to do what you do. But don't be abusing women because you're so triggered in your ego because you want society to accept you. You don't need society to accept you. You need to just be you. Because a lot of down low men said, I always been like this. So if you always been like this, why are you moving from society telling you you shouldn't be this way? So stop abusing women. You are a man. But some men want to say that's a whole different conversation. I don't want to go there because I know what that will put in people's minds. I'm not going to go there, but I will say if you are a down low man, and how I perceive down low men, I perceive down low men who's more on the feminine aspect of showing that they're more feminine. That does not give you a right because you think that you are feminine, that you should be abusing women biologically who are feminine. It's not a right. How about you heal and accept who you are? And then you're not going to be having to bring this energy to other people. The people that I know who are just embody, I don't even say any in the download, they just embody, people usually accept them. So accept you. Accept you. Even if you are a person, because I feel like I need to say this, partnership can be moved in any way that serves you and your partner. You can be monogamish, you can be monogamy, you can be poly, whatever you want to do. You just got to see how you move. Well, people want to say, well, it's the biological nature of man having multiple women. It's a big conversation. Well, let's be real. Part of that is true, but part of that is not the full fact, because it was a time where man and women was having multiple partners. Now, are we talking about in the sacredness? It's not that beneficial for women to have that many partners all in the same relationship biologically. But that doesn't mean that people always do that. So if you are a woman or you are a man and you want to move into a different level of authenticity in your relationship, have a conversation with your partner. It's not tied to what people think, because you are the one waking up to them, going to sleep by them, seeing things that nobody else sees. So see how you want to move in that relationship, because everyone has different ways of loving. Everyone does not love the same. So stop feeling like you got to love the same, because that's not true. So don't allow that of the society ignorance to overrule you. That's to the download, man, because it needs to be said. And if you are a down low man, why are you on the down low? What you scared of, Smokey? What you scared of? Embrace. I know it's a fear, but embrace. If that's you, embrace. Because this is something in my spirit that I feel like needs to be said. It is, someone said, Wale, you good, sir? I'm great. I'm great. This needs to be said because it's so many men that I have seen in the athletic department that won't come out because they don't want people to feel like they are weak, they are soft. What you like is what you like. Come out. Come out. Because I have experienced a man who was my best friend, did not come out, and he commits suicide. So if you are a person that needs a safe space to talk to, hey, reach out to me, email. I don't judge. If you need someone, I have helped a lot of men with this. So if you are a man that feels like, I need a reflection that I don't feel judged, do it. Because sometimes it's past life related too. Some of y'all was women in your past life, so you still remember the connection you still have with men, and you don't want to really move with women. You want to move with men as a man. And if that serves you, that's okay. If you are happy, Source will be happy with you. So do not allow that to overrule you. But I am going to talk about these things too that we need to hear with this fluidity, with all this flow. We have to understand the first word of sex is sacred. It's supposed to be sacred, my friends. It's supposed to be sacred. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That it means sacred. It means it's not supposed to be just in lust. It's for divine connection. And just because you are attracted to a person, don't mean you always have to have sex. I'm talking to man with this. Man will see an attractive man. I feel like that's my soulmate. I feel like I need to connect with her. I want her to feel me. Everyone don't need to feel you with your phallus. It's called maturity. I'm talking as a man that been around a lot of feminine. Some of y'all are so sexual horny that women feel that they don't want to be around you. They don't want to be alone with you. They don't want to call you. They can't be friends with you because you so lower 3 sacral chakra dominant. I had women in my life come all the way from Florida, drove all the way to me in Arizona, and I never touched them sexually. I had women that I had in my life, very, very attractive, never touched them in that way. And they never even felt that I wanted that. That's what women looking for. There's so many women in this world, they can't even go to the gas station on a walk at night. They can't because man don't have power over his phallus. Man, if I was a woman, that's how I would talk to you. You say you the God. You say you got all this power. How you can't be disciplined over your energy? Why you so leaky? Creating all these babies, ain't taking care of them. That's trifling. And that's spiritual karma too. So if you are a man that you over here putting all your seeds and all these women and you ain't taking care of them, you're not a man. You are a male. You have to earn the right to be a man. It's not a birthright. You're either a male or female. But being a woman and being a man are two different things. If you ain't holding responsibility and accountability of life and knowing how to be grounded on earth and learning your lessons, you are just a male and you're just a female. It's just like this. In athletics, you got amateurs, you got professionals. You got to earn the right to be a professional. This is me talking to all the spiritual hippies. Everybody just want to meditate and just nobody want to get out in the field. Everyone want to break out the matrix. But what if you need to face the matrix in its face? That's Aries. I'm calling out the man. It's Aries season coming up. Where is the man that is unfriending the man who cheated? Calling out the man that's on that bullshit. Something just happened to me within last week and it really hurt my soul. I had a best friend for 5 years. Best friend for 5 years. I gave an opportunity for a person who's a grandmaster. This man, who was my best friend, wanted to make money off this man because he connected me with this man. It was just networking. He wanted 3% of all this stuff this man is doing. And what is that? Greed. So we got people operating in these 7 deadly sins. And a lot of it is sexual energy, and sometimes it's not always physical. With intimacy. It really hurt me that my friend, when I said, hey, we will open up an opportunity for you to work at our studio. He didn't even listen to that. So that showed me I cannot be shaky when a person's not in integrity. I don't care who it is. And I'm saying this so anybody that's with anybody in your circle and they on some shaky bullshit, you call that shit out. That's Aries energy. It's in the face. Call things out. We don't got enough people calling things out. We've got people still going to the Oscars, still going to these award shows, not calling things out. We need to call things out, or how we going to grow, how we going to free our mind. And we don't call things out. You know your dad did something to your friend. You know your homeboy did something to that girl. And you like, man, ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with you. But what if that was your daughter? These are the things that is important in this reality. Is calling things out. But you better hope you calling yourself out first. Someone said, and then the ones who do advocate for truth feel alone and isolated. The truth hurts people's feeling, but the truth will set people free. The truth don't give a fuck about your emotions, Smokey. The truth is the truth. And sometimes it takes us years to figure out the truth. Let us not it take us years with the truth when it comes to the relationship of sexual energy and how it has been a war of trying to get us away as genders. We got men don't feel like they can go really, really deep with a woman, or a woman can really go deep with a man. That some men, that's why they want to be with a man. Or some women, they want to be with a woman. Because they went through so much hurt from daddy. They went through so much hurt from their mother. They went through so much hurt from all these other relationships. It's like everybody was dark. So they went to a different gender. Some of us, a different race. These are all the wars through sexual energy. And it's strategic. It's intentional. You got men, some black men, and Dr. Umar would say, be bunny hopping. Be bunny hopping. Because they hate their mom. They hate black women. They don't want nothing around that. Some black women too. Why they don't want to date the race anymore. But it's more man than it is women, from what I see from my POV. But these are all the things happening that we got women complaining, he's not present. How can he be present when he don't got no money? He got these bills. That credit score ain't looking right. And with a lot of men, they feel like their value is money or their phallus. So all these distortions of things, we got to get out of them. It's very important we start to focus on these things now, because a lot of us been going through it. Been going through these things even unconsciously. We probably didn't have the words to it. So dissect these things, because the more we dissect these things, we're going to move to a different level of the game. But before we go today, I want to do a healing for us, a collective healing Because we need to shift these energies out our roots, out our sacral, so we can move to a different level of embodiment of our full spirits. So if you guys are ready, I want you guys to get crisscross applesauce, get in a lay down position, get in a relaxed state. Even if you're driving, just be open to receive and just stay connected to your breath. So we can do this activation. I will be doing some chanting. I will be bringing some light language. I will be bringing in information of what I'm seeing in the sacral and the root chakra. And for everybody who is here, because I feel it while we are in the cosmic database, while we are in the Akashic records, stop judging. You are judging yourself. That's no longer serving you. The person who's on this live love you. Even if he doesn't know you, he sees you. And you want to know why? But you guys would like to know why before we do this transmission, so you guys can understand. Adewale questioned his sexuality. Adewale was molested from a man, so he didn't know if he should like man. Adewale did not like the black woman at the time. That he loved the snow bunnies. Adewale has went through all these things with sexual energy. If he should be monogamous, if he should be poly, what is right? I don't know. Adewale has went through these things. And I can say this honestly. I know what I like. I know what I want to do and how I want to move. But I need to go through those experiences so I can know what I am doing and how I'm being right now. So I'm with everybody that is here. I'm no different from you. Because I'm tired of this spiritual guru bullshit. It's too much of that here. Okay, let's get into it now. Be open to receive. Activation will be happening in 5, 4, 3, 2. Release these things out the root deeply. Kik-ak-un, survival. Shik-ik-ak-un, freeze. Shik-ik-ik-ak-un, shik-in, war on yourself. Release the Mr. Smith code. Release. No more war with yourself. See everything as a lesson. Always stay curious. Stay in your inner child nature. Release. Some of you need to drink beet juice. Watermelon, very important for a lot of souls who is getting this activation right now. Sacral, feel orange. Release. Jehovah, seal. Release. Distorted sacral narratives. Some of you guys have lower back pain. It's from the blockage of your sacral energy. Some of you guys need to get a foam roller and lay with your lower back and roll on it so you can release the fascia that's in your lower back. Some of you guys went through sexual molestation or sexual trauma and you liked it. You need to accept that. No longer judge that. Down. Release. Sacral is supposed to stay sacred. Everyone does not need to be in your field. Have more discipline. Everything does not need to be lustful. Everything needs to be in divine creation. Just because you see someone you are sexually attracted to doesn't always mean that it's a soulmate or you're supposed to be doing sexual things with them. Sometimes you're supposed to just do creative things with them. Have discernment of these things. The sacral chakra is how we get into our divine channeling capabilities. This is how we have healing capabilities. It's very important we stay sacred with it and we do not release too much. Sometimes it needs to be harnessed. And when I say harness, holding and bringing it up and become the cosmic dancer, the tango, the atom, the Eve, the atom, the electron, the atom. Remember the Garden of Eden story of creation. Activate the crystal light of source. Root, sacral. Allow them to clear. Allow them to feel this transmission deeply. Transmission is now complete. A lot of you guys, crown chakra is activated. Some of you guys probably cried. Some of you guys' body was shaking. A lot of things was released. To integrate this full process, voice memo, write down things of what happened or what you need to remember, because you probably had an out-of-body experience. If you are a man and you are looking to go deeper beyond your logic, and you are trying to figure out how to be the somatic king of your life, I have a retreat April 9th through 12th. I'm calling on 15 men who wants to tap into Kung Fu, who wants to go hiking, who want to know how to do things in ceremony, having workshops of knowing how to be better with the divine feminine, knowing how to be better in our divine masculine, knowing our full blueprint and how to move from that blueprint, to release things that we don't know how to release them, or figure out something of how we can have fulfillment in this reality. I have a retreat called the Return of the Somatic King. Women in this world are looking for men that they trust, they can lean on, they don't have to think. This is the art of man and woman, and this is the remembrance that is happening. It's time. If you are feeling things in your body, you feeling things in your energy, maybe this is you needing this call. Because I am a man that have seen distorted around man from being an athlete and not having my father consistently in my life. And if I did not have football, I don't know where I would be. There's so many men that didn't have football. They didn't have the athletics. They didn't have music. They never found the man. And they've been angry as a man. I'm speaking to you. You feeling like you need to get something off your chest. You feel you a little bit angry. You feel like you want to fight. Come to this retreat, because we got some healing technology that will change your life. This is a transmission that we needed to give today through the vessel of Adewale Adeoye. I love you all. This was very, 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 very magical. If you are looking to get more healing, more activation, but through a session, Akashic Records activation, DM me, message me, Quantum Healing. Email me, message me, Quantum Healing. If you are a person that went through some sexual things while we was on this live and you need to figure out how to process some things that had came up that you didn't even know that was there, message me. Sacral transmission. Sacral transmission. I will know what you are saying. This is what we needed to give today. Remember, the triangle is a first geometry symbol of how we created everything. Peace, love, light.